This is our new rake, or new to us rake anyway. We'll see how that's going to work for us now. I've only ever used a rake once before, which was a mate's, and just did some raking up at our old place just to help him out because he was doing some baling for us. We'll see how we get on now. Hi guys! Right, we are baling. I don't know how much you can hear with the back window open, but I don't know how much you can see with the back window closed. I'm going to open it. All I'm going to say is it is really, really hot. The air conditioning in the tractor isn't doing much. We're mostly getting blown with warm air rather than hot air, I suppose. But the baler's going great now. A bit of excitement with it this morning. We had the tyre, one of the tyres on it had just gone completely yesterday when we did a little test run up the side of the field. Went and got a new tyre for it this morning, so that was fine. We had to wait a bit this morning anyway for the dew just to evaporate off. We've got some string in. We've actually got a hell of a lot more bales than I thought we had. It's a crazy crop actually. So the baler's sort of struggling to cope with it a little bit, where we've done double rows with the rake. For a round baler it probably would have been ideal. I think for the little baler it's just sort of struggled a little bit with the width of the swath and just the amount of grass that's in there. I mean, for an old machine it's doing a sterling job. We've missed the odd bale here and there. It's just sort of mistied here and there. I think probably mostly operator error, because it'll hold 6 balls of string in the back, and when it's swapping from one to the other and I've tied them together, I think perhaps the knot's just catching as it's coming through the eye. We've missed the odd, literally the odd one. We've had to turn the bale pressure up quite a lot. Where it was set before, there wasn't a lot of hay in the bale, so we've turned that up quite a lot now, and it's really packing the bales in. Got quite nice and tight. I've no idea how many we've got at the moment. I haven't put the sledge on because when we first started it was missing the odd bale here and there, and because the bale pressure was quite low, the bales were a little bit soft, and I just thought, do you know what, I've not baled with this baler before. I just wanted to get this right first, and then we can add the sledge in next time. It just seemed like an added layer of complication, and it would have made it a lot quicker clearing the field afterwards. I'm probably going to regret it when we're picking the bales up. For now, for just sort of whipping around and just getting the baling done, it just made sense just to leave the baler off. I'm going to open the back window, so hopefully you'll be able to see the baler going a little bit, but it is loud, so I'll probably stop talking now, and when we try and put the video together, I'll try a bit of music over it or something. Trying to clear some space in the barn for everything to come in. What we're going to try and do is get some of the bales in on this end of the barn, which means we need to move that scrap bin, these old chicken houses, another scrap bin that's at the back there, and then try and lay some pallets. Try and lay some pallets out so that we can have the bales up off the floor. Got all our hay in. We had a couple of days where we finished at like 4:30 in the morning. We started it and we had a couple of 18-hour days, and I was like, oh, I'm tired after them. And then the last couple of days we did 22-hour days, and I just feel absolutely wrecked now. But we've got masses and masses of hay in. When I mowed it, I was almost like, I don't know if this is worth working and messing about with. I finished bringing them in last night. This is our hay crop this year. So I thought it was going to be about 250, maybe 300 bales. And I think we've got about 1,500. They just kept coming. It's going to be brilliant come the winter because we've got loads and loads of food. We've got loads of food for the cattle, so that's brilliant. But it was really, really hard work bringing them in. And I'm very, very tempted to have a look around for a round baler for next year because it is hard work bringing all these in. It probably would have been about 150 or so
120, 150 round bales, which would have been 7 or 8 trailer loads with the big bale trailer, and that would have been it. They'd have been in. This was just like an ongoing. We've got bales everywhere. We're TB testing on Tuesday, so we've got to move a load of them to make space for that. But we just got to the point we wanted to get them in, and so they just ended up everywhere. So we've got stacks there, we've got stacks here, all around the tools and everything. There's stacks coming around this way. There's all of this stack here. We had a couple that burst, so I'm going to check them on the trailer and take them out. There's another big stack in there. My initial plan was to try and get them all into this part here between the pole, this sort of half bay that we've got, sort of thing on the end of the barn. And even bringing them in, I kept thinking, oh, it's another 100 and that'll be it, they'll be in. And they just kept coming. There was just more and more of them all the time.